Leaving the seamstresses union behind, you head to the docks. What eye do you have? What? What did I have? I had burritos. Yeah, I had some burritos. Put jalapenos on it. So good. Anyway, the Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim, left some useful evidence. Yum yum indeed. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collectors in the gutters of the broken down street. Uh, Disreputable, I think, is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. All right. Let's go investigate some stuff. A streetwalker. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Fair enough. I think their armor looks fucking awesome. It's one of my things about some sci-fi universes and games in general is when the armor is I don't know. I just like heavy armor or like the medium armor where it looks like it's got light, under padding and stuff, but got the plate over it and shit like that. I love it. I don't know why. It just looks badass. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Um, this is when definitely this etiquette, the security would have been really nice. Um, yeah, it's easy to bypass all this kind of shit with that etiquette. Hey, SL, how are you doing? Long time no see. How are you? How's your day been? Hope it's well. Looking for my kitty cat. Here, kitty. No. I'm working with Lone Star on the crime scene investigation in the NTSB warehouse. I don't think that'll work because obviously we're not wearing Lone Star anything. We are a private investigator, in our own way. Let's try something else. I'm the new maintenance guy. This is my first day. Sure you are, and I'm Lofri, the king of dragons. Beat it. Some bitch. Oh. I don't remember how else to get in, but also from this way, there are other ways to do it. Hey, that's mine. Who raised ya, pack of wolves? That their ladder is rightfully mine. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? 5, eh? Sure. Maybe that noodle machine is still working. Huh. How else do I get up? Let's look around a little bit. There isn't anything down here from what I remember or know. Yes, we're supposed to get in there. What if we talk to him again? Get out of here. Okay, we can't. Fucking great. How the hell do I have a ladder then? Pressing Alt. Not much to do. This is the last time I played this on the series that I did on YouTube. I did the security etiquette, so I was able to just walk in fairly easy. So as far as knowing how to get back here, I had no fucking idea. See if we could talk to her again. Didn't seem like she cared much. Hey, look at... No, not me, a friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. Still here? Okay, so I'm guessing that's Pastel, not a Skilly boy. Alright, 20 bucks. 20 buys you a 5-minute distraction. Then I've got to get back to work and earn some real new one. Well, shit. Ah, there we go. Figured it out. Alright, cool. Hey. It's a quick save before somebody decides to shoot us and we end up dying. These are my idiocy. Ooh. Phosphorus grenade and let's leave it alone. We have enough grenades and things like that. I'm not too worried. Transition to new location. Yes, let's travel into the warehouse. The warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks. Top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and street walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. So Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Speak with the sergeant. Oh, officer. Yeah. Okay, cool. I can talk. Thank you. Took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there for you to see. Well, if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB Warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Spilling corpse secrets, not the wisest career choice. Nope. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up... What? Cover... okay. Offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. So that's Dresden, I'm guessing. Oh, right. Okay. Nope. Investigate the murder scene. My inventory is full, so as far as stealing stuff, I don't think I'll be able to. Ah, this appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Check the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. This appears to be the victim's locker. Yeah. Okay, inspect the comb. The comb is black plastic and has some wiry gray hairs stuck in it. Alright. Anything else? Nope. Pooter. Let's go check out the pooter. The researchers' work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Let's read the notes for case file number 95. Federated Boeing jetliner, ID number 2305, corporate owner Ares, or Ares probably. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m., the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m., the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. 2:58 a.m., the pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04 a.m., the co-pilot radios in a mayday. 3:12 a.m., the plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. So in Bumsville, in the middle of nowhere. Case file number 96, Pratt and Whitney unmanned. Okay. ID number 327, corporate owner Ares. Summary redacted, time log redacted. How about number 98? The file has been corrupted. Read the researcher's private notes. Incriminating data. Okay. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure, reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an unexperimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Leave Pooter. Alright. So that didn't help us exactly a lot with what happened or what's been going on. What? If this was a corp hit, why'd you leave the evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information's probably worth a fortune if you found a buyer. Right. Let's check out where we're at on skills. Oh, right. Looks like we got some karma that I didn't notice. Well, we need to get better at our decking. Actually, we have 3, which is still pretty good, relatively speaking. My character Rigger? No, he is a decker. My favorite class, actually, in this one. I have a series on YouTube with a Rigger, though. Part of a series and then stopped because, you know, I decided to do streaming instead. Kind of left that one in the dust, as things go. Yeah. Part of me wants to increase the intelligence just because. And also, yeah, I'm doing a Decker Shaman sort of character. So we could do this. and get a different etiquette. Alright, we could get our totem at 3rd level of that. So we can get this, which is can equip air barrier, increase spellbook slot if not yet unlocked. And then we get these every 2 levels at that point up to level 8. Let's do this. Choose your totem. So we got the bear, is a powerful, gentle, wise, and a protector of all the natural world. The power of bear heals all friends within 3 of the damage from the most recent attack. Cooldown of 3. Cat is a secretive, sly, and stealthy, and very hard to trap. Cat grants dodge +1 for 3 rounds to all allies in an area around the shaman when cast. Here's a coyote. Coyote is unpredictable and ever-changing. He is the trickster. Coyote grants all friends within a range of 3 with quickness +1 for 3 turns. So whenever they say range of 3, it means 3 like cells or blocks, spaces away from the person. Eagle is proud and keen-sighted. He sees all. The power of Eagle boosts all friends within 3 with a 15% chance to hit. Lasts for 2 turns. And a raccoon. Raccoon is cunning and curious with a strategic mind and a thief's insight. Raccoon grants a move bonus of +2 squares for 2 rounds to all allies in an area around the shaman when cast. And I believe, yeah, it goes back to bear. Well, I guess it depends on what kind of bonus we want to give people. Quickness is good for dodging, and relatively speaking. So we could do the cat if we wanted to just help out with just plain dodge, or the coyote and grants quickness +1. And I believe it's all friends in an area excluding the shaman, so they don't get any of the bonuses, I think. They might, but I don't quite remember, to be honest. Alright, I mean, this one's also pretty good in general. It helps with all of the chances to hit. Also moving faster. I'm torn between, I think, the coyote and the eagle. Kind of more leaning towards the eagle, just because it's not only range stuff that gets the extra chance to hit, it's also melee. So let's go with the eagle. Sure. Then we got 4 left, so we could do that. And more biotech, possibly. So we're gonna have shotgun at 2, so we'll need 3 to increase that. Let's save the other ones. Alright, let's talk to Dresden. John, surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Aguirre tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday, or your cred stick did. At any rate, he chuckles. Anyway, surprise, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. You look like you've been getting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Okay. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting any closer to his suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. I mean, we don't talk to him ever, so I think we're okay. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Who's that woman over there? No clue, she just showed up. Next of kin, I think. So it sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Ah, right. Okay, never mind. Spoiler, I'm not going to say anything. Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. So, we've got some clues as to what his targets are for victims. It seems like, I mean, obviously they're transplants in general. The first one, we had a missing heart, which was a transplant. We had Blind Lucy, who got new eyes. Those were taken out. Sam's liver was taken out, so probably means it was a transplant. And things like that. So I think there's another victim somewhere in there, and I don't remember what, but this dude's lungs were taken out and were transplants. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an old coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. I think not. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. I want to take a look around. Good luck out there. Thank you, sir. Alright, so we got her. A Shannon half sky. Let's see what we could do with this. The door is locked, but you might be able to bypass it if you could get under the maintenance panel. Oh, okay. Well, there's no way to get underneath the maintenance panel, I guess, at this moment in time. Actually, let's talk to her first. So I don't remember if there's anything important in there. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? Oh, actually, I'll do this. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? He's my older brother. I've asked a bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Yeah. Were there any other witnesses? Not so far as I can tell, not among the living anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Yeah, I'll do what I can. Find 2 haunted objects. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the shoe pile. Sorting through the shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair. A left blue sneaker, a right red high heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. Inspect the dress shoe. The dress shoe is a black lace up with a rubber sole. Up the high heel. The pump is a department store knockoff of an Italian brand. It is otherwise unremarkable. Up the sneaker. The sneaker is a child's and has a musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get a sort of shock, as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the shoe. Leave the pile. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. Oh. Okay. The earring is made out of burnished steel formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Up at the dented lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. With the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA and 200 Nuin is added to your account. Cool. Alright. I guess we return back to her at that point. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and grants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I need. It shouldn't take me long to. What the hell is all this? Oh no, it's McCloskey. Oh no. Officer Guire trails after the detective, only meeting her eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Solish drum circle. Apparently he's racist too. Um, isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Yep. Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Okay. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. Well, shit. Ooh, 5 karma from that. Sweet. That man is an ass. He is. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Rent-a-cups like these won't tie up the place for long. Agreed. I expect it will be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? Maybe a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. I'll just smile. Yeah, I do. Good. I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. So she'll pay for it. Ooh, 4,000. Damn. She produces a fistful of crumpled Newen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Alright, can do. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hoy, John, you in the middle of something? No problem, what do you need? Backup. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on high amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of trek. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since, trying to find him. You're on a crusade. Maybe. That's what Mr. Kubota calls it. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Peiko's with me, but he could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Bomb, bomb, bomb. More shit. Different day. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Peiko on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Peiko looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. How's everybody doing? Enjoying the stream? I'm enjoying it. I love this game. It is amazing. Can't wait to play the other ones as well. Hong Kong and Dragonfall. After all this. So yeah, going to be fun. Thanks for meeting us, John. I owe you one. No sweat. I figured you could use the backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squats. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin, Gino, should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty. So stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, let's do this. Alright. So, Coyote and Peko must survive and find and rescue Gino from the BTL pushers. Yeah, this still shitty. I'm think that we're still in Seattle. We haven't moved outside of it. I think this one-star game actually doesn't take place anywhere but Seattle. So, going to be interesting. BTL Clocker. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi hoi, how you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in, whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker. Trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. You want to go on a ride? You sell BTLs, right? He grins a lopsided grin. Oh yeah, chummer, oh yeah. Better than life. Definitely better. Dream chips, mind benders, sim stims, sim sense without peak limits. High octane intensity. What kind of rides can I go on? We got it all of it. We got it all, yeah. What you want to do? You want to do some crime? You want to be bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way. Want to be a hero? Be a hero. We got fairy tale Drek chummers love. You name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging? Don't matter what the trip as long as there's slagging involved, right? Coyote's eyes are hard. Her pupils tight little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? The clocker looks around, more nervous now. Maybe, yeah, maybe, for the right price. You can feel it. What's it like to die? What's it like to kill? Just let me in. I'll see you around after this. Probably see you lots. Or not. There we go. Concerned woman. The woman is probably in her 30s and hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slot that Drek they're selling. BTLs are killers. Theirs most of all. Sounds like you know from experience? She pulls her hair back to show you, no implant. Then her mouth tightens and her eyes well up in tears. I do. I know. Lost my husband. Wow. Lost my son, my daughter. They use her to record. Tears stream down her face. Do you have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has. My son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. We're looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips. Like their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. Hasn't come out. So I imagine he's writing a dream chip. Any chip heads inside the lab? Probably. Yep, all day, all night, and they can be dangerous too. Chip heads? Dangerous? Once someone's chipped, they can send him any program they want. Make him do whatever. Turn him into whores, killers, anything. What kind of guards do they have on this place? She looks around, frightened, and whispers. They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Japanese mafia. Oh man. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough, blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. She's amped and ready. 5 or 6, that's not so bad. We have surprise on our side. Gotta go. Alright. The sinless are free, always watching. Yeah. So there's Jamal and Charlie. Jamal has the look of a long-time chiphead, emaciated, hollowed-eyed, and hungry and desperate. What you looking at, Spike here? Hey, I'm an elf. Don't be racist, son of a bitch. I hear you have a pass card. You hear right. I got a few. I sell them at a discount. Charlie charges 50 new in for them, but I can get you 3 for 100. He's thinking 75. I was thinking slot off. Alright, pay the 100. Alright. You, good sir. Charlie's an orc with an expression of boredom and one milky eye. He drones through his standard patter. You need a pass? 50 new in each. 150 for the lot of you. That'll let you come and go as you please. You can chip in there and we'll keep you safe while you ride. BTL chips are separate cost, last about 3 hours. Prices vary by those inside. Got our passes right here. Sucker punch him in his blind eye. Nah, I'm not a dick. Monotone, great. Have fun. Boring son of a bitch. Keep on moving across the bridge. Alright. The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to a chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out Decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. Shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that took out CVJ's place. I told you it was only a matter of time. The man with the cyber deck calmly speaks with a heavily digitized voice. You messed with the wrong BTL lab, aho. This is a Yakuza operation. With a push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killer puppets. You're fragged. John, don't attack any of the chip heads. They don't know what they're doing, and you could hurt Gino. No civilian casualties, got it. I have a concussion grenade, better than fragging the tweakers if they get caught in the middle. Alright. So people without guns pretty much don't shoot. Got it. How can you get behind this thing and not have any cover? Oh well. The cover system in this is a bit broken, as I explained last time. I want that shotgun. Actually, we have a better shotgun than she does. Oh well, it's fine. Oh shit, I didn't mean to kill him. Shit. I forgot. I told you guys that we don't kill them, and then I killed them. And they just punch. Like, they don't do anything either. Damn it. Okay, that's the only one. Now, I can get in there and actually do something as well. What? Not a whole lot of damage, okay. That's better. Looks like a mage. Shaman. Cool. Looks like an air elemental. Not a very good one, apparently. Oh, -1 AP. He did a spell thingy that did -1 AP. Never mind. May hit adjacent. Technically, she's adjacent, but I don't think that's how it works. That's fine. Ow. My knees starting to twitch out. So also how this game works is that if you kill the summoner, you kill the summon. What? Okay. Let's move you over here. I was planning on jacking into that, but I don't want to die outside of the matrix at all. So you know that would suck. So she failed the controlling thing. So now it's going to be hostile to her. And us, I mean, as well, sure. I didn't mean to do that. Misclick. So that's a shaman there. Oh, you're low. Okay. So that's a tier 2 advanced. That's fine. Let's do that. Oh, she's got a rifle. I died, folks. Wow. Okay. No. Yeah. I'm playing on hard, so I'm being a bit more reckless than I need to remember to be. Actually, be right back. I'm starting to get some heartburn. Just a minute. Stuff. Hello? My camera froze. What the hell?